And over here is a little egotistical comic book. Let me see if I can, it's a little comic book. Yep, comic book in Riven. Let me see if I got the, correct panel. No, I got the wrong panel, my bad. But that was one of them. This shows how Gen came to power on the island. These beetles are the source of the ink. This is Gen writing the Riven book, and the Rivenese people believe Gen is a god. So, here he is writing the Book of Riven. Now, Gen believes that linking books create worlds. This is a false belief. It does not create the world, it actually only links to the world. The world itself exists somewhere else. And here is Gen ascending to power. There they are worshipping him as gods, as a god. So, Gen is very much egotistical, as you will see. Here he is casting a guy down into the fissure. That is the star fissure. Remember, Atris said, I realized the moment I fell into the fissure, my book would not be destroyed as I had planned. This ties back into that. There's the book we found when we linked to Mist. He linked back to Mist Island. The book continued to fall. We found it many years later. And here is Atris falling. Yep, that's Atris. And that's his father, Gen. Spoiler, spoiler. Gen is Atris' father. Just thought you should know that. And, I believe this might be the last. Here's the creation of his Mach 5 guilds. The Dni had guilds, for different aspects of their daily life. These were the guild of, bookmakers, which got like trees, his Mach bookmakers. Surveyors, which, survey the different islands. I forget what these are, but I think they're like warriors or something. No, cartographers and surveyors, teachers and builders. And there's Gen overseeing them all, so you kind of get the idea of just what kind of guy Gen really is. And I believe this is the last one. There's only 5. You'll see a lot of allusions to 5 on this. Here he is with the creation of the book. This is showing how the books are created, which you'll see much, much later on various other islands. Mist, the Book of Atris, which is a spin-off novel for the Mist games, does explore this a lot. But, we, won't get into that. I'll let you guys read that book for yourself. If you haven't read the, Mist novels yet, the Mist trilogy novels, then I highly suggest you do so, because they add a lot of backstory. Now, you might have noticed this button here. If we press it, it rotates the room. Slowly. Yep, we gotta pass through this animation a whole hell of a lot. I'm going to try my damnedest not to skip a bunch of these animations. If you look now, you see there's a grate. However, the grate is closed off. So what we have to do is push it again. Now, you remember that door back there that I shook and it wouldn't open? Actually, you have to crawl under that door. When the creators were making Riven, they put a little... They had people who were confused about what to do with that door. They thought they had to go and get a key, and none of them ever progressed in the game. Riven is much harder than this, by the way. By far. Puzzles are much more complicated. Now it's pointing to that grate. But the other door is pointing somewhere else. So, if you use a little geography, it points towards where this door was. This door, people would shake it, they would see the lock and assume they had to come back and find a key. But nope. This thing down here was added late in the stage of the game, so they knew you would click down here and crawl under. Now, I want to show you guys an Easter egg. Look to the right of my screen here. There should be a little girl here, a little boy here, and another little girl. You see them? Those 3 children are one of the creator's children. I forget who. It might be Rawa. I'm not positive. So we climb up this ladder. There are other hidden children. I'll try to point them out if I can find them, but I know for a fact those 3 are there. Now that we go in here, well, that doesn't help at all, does it? Now the grate is still closed off, and now we're stuck. So now we gotta come back. So, excuse me, this puzzle might take a bit. I haven't played Riven in a really long-ass time, so, Forgive me if I'm just a tad rusty. Well, I'm rusty. Did you guys know that the name Clem Rusty is actually an alias for the Joker? Truth or false? Why did I say that? Well, now if you look, it'll show a graded room. But that's not where we want to go either. So I think we have to do it like this. It might be another room back, I'm not positive, but you have to remember that I have not played this game in a really, really long time. No, I'm going to skip the turning room animations for now because they are so long. If I have to do repetitive motions like that, I'll skip the animations because a lot of the animations in this game take a long, long time. And actually, here's where we need to go. This, you remember the symbol? Looks like that cone-shaped thing, right? If you look up, steam. So we want to give power to this. That provides power to the telescope. That thing, yep, that's a telescope. Point up. Things will come together as you work. Now, for some reason, you have to listen to the long-ass sound and you can't skip it. Now, you might be alarmed to note if we turn around, we're trapped. This is actually right where we would need to be for a certain other thing, but I'm going to turn it a different way, because it leads to another route, which is unlocked now, if my memory serves me correct. Sorry if I have a bit of a motor mouth today, guys. I'm drinking an energy drink right now. I'm not going to say which. This door, well, this door will become unlocked later through different means. You'll see how. If it's down, it should be up. If it's up, it has to stay up. That's the cardinal rule of those switches. Otherwise, you will mess yourself up on this puzzle, trust me. I know a lot of Miss fans that want a replica of this spinning room. Let's see now that we're trapped. Can't see. Which means we gotta do this again. Sorry guys, this puzzle takes forever just because the animations are long and the sounds are really long. Stuff in Riven takes a long, long time. Just to let you know, fair warning. And this leads back out. But now we gotta turn the thingy again. Because it leads to the rest of the island. Skipping. Okay. And now that grate is unlocked. That's how you unlock that grate. We're not going to press that button there because it turns it back. And there's another nice view there. There's a lot of very nice views in Riven. This dome, well, this dome is important. You'll see why later. There's some familiar shapes in Riven. Another 5. Those shapes, you'll see why later, they all imply different islands. We go down here. Interestingly colored water. The water on Riven has some very interesting properties. Very interesting properties indeed. There's another steam valve we need to open. Because that allows power to a certain ladder. It makes a certain ladder go up and down later. You'll see later. With Riven you have to do a lot of you have to do a lot of stuff beforehand, and you have to know what it does so you don't have to backtrack. I don't know if this is an Easter egg or not, but if you look up, you can see skulls there, and there's one up there. And they repeat the pattern, so if you press, there's usually a button right here, 5 again, but if you press a certain button right there, you get an elevator ride down. This also helps with ladder, so we need that. And if you look up, the ladder! But, you can find, I don't know if those skulls are an Easter egg or not, but they might be. That bridge, that goes somewhere else. You can see some of the other islands. I don't know what that island really is. I believe it was supposed to be something called Garden Island. This was the original design for one of the islands, but they changed it. I think they forgot to do something with that particular screenshot before they created Riven. So you'll see a lot of, like, beta release stuff in this.